Yo, so welcome to the stream chat. So I'm currently in the first world grinding index because I'll show you my first world index. I've got quite a bit I can get here. I'm on 42, so this is 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. That'll get me one off. So I'm really grinding this. An 8 pet equip is going to help me out. I'm not sure what pet I'll be equipped in with it, but so with my pet equip will be equipped in that one, but I'll be able to easily get a new pet in the other world, in my best world, easy. So that'll just be a quick half an hour hatching. So chat, how are you today? Might have already got some already. Yeah, I've already got some. I'm doing the epics and the legendaries first because they're the ones that take the longest. So hello, hello, hello. What does he want now? Hello? I didn't know if it was charged today. Next time you can actually message and not just invite me last second, please. I'm not having a go, I'm just saying you can actually, like, you know, can't let you do it because I'm doing a stream right now. So chat.
I looked at them for a long time. My dad's breath had become audible. Then I knew that he was as excited as I was while he was waiting for me to solve the puzzle. Suddenly, I was illuminated. Of course! I shouted. I could turn these numbers into letters. You could almost hear my heartbeat in the room. I wrote down the whole alphabet on the paper. I gave every letter its corresponding number in the alphabet. The third letter was C. The 12th was L. The first was A. When I finished writing the first 6 numbers, it was a familiar name. Claire, my stepmom. I solved the puzzle. My heart was about to stop. I began to look at the corresponding letters to the numbers in the second sequence. The 16th letter was E. The 15th was O. The 9th was I. I could hardly believe it when I was finished with all the letters. The word was poison. There were only 2 numbers in the final sequence, 13 and 5, M and E. Me. I almost fainted when I read the whole sentence. Claire poisoned me. I solved it. My stepmom had poisoned my dad. Apparently, the poison she gave him had affected his nervous system and put him in a coma. I hugged my dad, feeling elated. Daddy! Oh, please, I just can't believe it. I cried softly. I called Lorenzo right away. Oh my, I totally messed up with the Powerball thing. We need to go to the police now. I'm coming to the hospital, he said. We went to the police station with Chef Lorenzo. We told the chief of police everything. This is a pretty unbelievable story, but trying won't hurt. We'll take your stepmom in for questioning. If she really did it, she'll confess. Amateurs don't stand a chance to bust, he said. Claire did indeed confess everything she had done, just like the chief of police predicted. She poisoned Dad to take over the restaurant. She used the poison she bought off the dark web. I'm testing a new dish for the menu. Would you like to try it and tell me what you think? She said to him while serving him the dish she put the poison into. The poison spread all over Dad's body and shut down his nervous system, putting him into a coma. When the doctors found out about the poison, they treated my dad with the right kind of antidote. A few days later, he opened his eyes. He smiled when he saw me by his bed. My sweet angel, you saved my life and got that murderous woman caught, he said. I asked him how he was able to snap his fingers while in a coma. He smiled. After a while, I began hearing what was going on around me, but I wasn't able to open my eyes. The only things I could use was 2 fingers. I figured I could communicate with you that way. I had to trust you. You solved the puzzle. You're smart, just like your mom. I'm sure she will be so proud of you if she was alive, he said. My dad is doing great right now. He's back running the restaurant. Back to school, but I'm still running to the restaurant every day after school. However, I'm not a dishwasher anymore. I help Chef Lorenzo in the kitchen. He's the best chef I know, and he's teaching me all the secrets of his profession. Claire is still being tried for attempted murder. I'd always felt that she wasn't a nice person, but I never could have guessed she was this evil. Thankfully, she'll spend a long time behind bars for what she's done and have a lot of time on her hands to regret it. Welcome to Here's My Story. I'm Tess. My grandfather's sudden death shocked the whole family. After the funeral, we went to our lawyer's office for the reading of the will. Grandpa had made a video, just as was expected of him. Seeing him in a Dracula costume on the screen made us all laugh. This gesture with his sense of humor perfectly. My dear children and grandchildren, I thought I was immortal like Dracula, but if you're watching this video, I'm apparently not. Since I can't take my $20 million to the world in this one, I must leave it to you. But don't get too excited. If you want to inherit my fortune, you need to first. My dear grandchildren, Tess, Joel, and Kevin, I rented this famous haunted house for you. You will spend a night with the ghosts in the house. Your time will begin at midnight. No internet, phones, or any electronic devices are allowed. The door and the windows of the house will be locked. The entrance door will open twice. First at 3 a.m., then at 5 a.m., and anyone who wants to leave can go. Only the ones that stay until dawn will benefit from my fortune. If all three of you get scared and run, the entire sum will go to charity. Let's see which one of you is the bravest. I wish I could arrive to witness this in person. This is ridiculous. Why would he do such a thing? My cousin Joel yelled. His mom, my aunt, said, Joel, honey, normally his money would have been divided into three between your two uncles and me. But this way, he's more of it. I think this is a great opportunity, and you're way too smart to believe in ghosts. Mom, ghosts are real. There are tons of ghost videos on YouTube, Joel said with a trembling voice. Kevin, who's my uncle's son, laughed. For $20 million, I would live among ghosts in that house for a year. Joel, I'm sure you'll stay with me until the morning, but I'm worried about Tess. I'm sure when the door opens at 3 a.m., she'll go to that house. Yeah, I'm sure she will, bro, Joel said. My mom looked at me. Honey, I know you don't down my spine when we arrived at the haunted house my grandfather rented. The place was creepy, even if I didn't believe in this kind of stuff. Joel, Kevin, and I walked inside exactly at midnight. When the giant door closed behind us, Joel was pale. God help me, why did I breathe a bit? He mumbled. Kevin said, look, there's nothing to be scared of. You just have to spend 6.5 hours here until sunrise. At that moment, an ear-splitting scream shook the house. We looked up in fear. It was a woman's voice coming from upstairs. Apparently, we weren't alone. We always thought these haunted houses were an urban myth. Was I wrong? Then we began hearing whispers. This time, the sounds were coming from somewhere other than upstairs. We were in the same room with the whisperers. Here! The ghosts are here! Joe screamed, frantically looking around. The worst part is, the whispers were becoming more apparent. Go away! Go! This house is ours! Go away! The ghosts were singing. Joe ran towards the door and began pounding it with all his might. Open the door! Get us out of here! I'm begging you to open the door! He yelled. Kevin tried to calm him down, but Joe had lost control. It's all because of Grandpa. I hate him. I hate my grandfather, he said as he paced around the room. I couldn't keep quiet any longer. We decided to come here. If you're looking for someone to blame, this is on you, I told him. We turned to him when Kevin said, this is not the right time. What's going on? Not the right time for what? I asked. Need to go to the bathroom. This always happens when I get stressed. I need to go to the bathroom now, Kevin replied. I said, so go ahead. And he mumbled shyly, I can't see the bathroom. It's probably not a good idea to look for a bathroom in a haunted house by yourself. Oh, I thought you guys said I'd be the first to run from this place. It sounds like you need my help to find a bathroom, I said with a laugh. My cousins and I climbed up the stairs. I showed Kevin the door to what I thought was the bathroom. Thank you, he said, and went in. Joel and I began waiting for him. We were startled when the lights suddenly went off. What are we going to do now? Joel asked. We didn't have a flashlight or any matches with us. Thankfully, we got power back shortly after. As Joel and I looked at one another, we both audibly sighed. My cousin's eyes suddenly got bigger. I didn't get why he was so scared. He was pointing at the wall. I couldn't believe my eyes when I turned to look. The walls were covered with red ink that said, "Get out of our house." The walls had been clean when we arrived. The writings appeared following those few seconds when the lights had been off. Right at that second, we heard a scream from the bathroom. "Kevin, are you okay?" Joel said urgently, but there was no response. "Kevin!" Joel raised his voice. When there was no answer from Kevin for the second time, Joel opened the bathroom door. No one was in there, and the wall said, "Get out of our house." Suddenly, there was a loud noise in the house. It sounded like a gong striking the hour. Joel headed towards the stairs as he screamed, "It's free! It's free!" I went downstairs with him. It must indeed be free because the door was wide open. "Damn you, Grandpa! Damn you, Grandpa!" Joel kept saying as he ran out the door. He was the first one to run from the house. I, on the other hand, went back upstairs. I had to find Kevin, who was missing, and I had no intention of leaving so soon. I ran up the stairs. I opened and shut the room doors looking for Kevin, but he was nowhere to be found. When I walked into the last room, I noticed an old TV set there. On the screen, something was playing in black and white. When I looked closer, I saw a bed and Kevin lying on it, and an old lady was sitting right next to the bed. I got the chills. "What is that?" I mumbled to myself. It was so scary. Kevin was staring at the woman, wild-eyed. I had to find the room Kevin was in, but I looked inside every room on this floor. I went downstairs. I began looking through all the rooms here. Finally, I found Kevin in one of them. When he saw me, he said, "Please save me. This woman won't let me out," and started crying. Suddenly, there was a flash of lightning that lit up the room. The chair was now empty. The woman had disappeared. Kevin jumped up. He ran to the door. I was right behind him. It was summer, but there was a massive storm. We could hear the wind in every corner of the house. Lightning illuminated every time it struck. Kevin pounded on the house's main door and started screaming, "Get me out of here! I want to leave!" Then he looked at me desperately. "Please help me. You can have Grandpa's fortune. Just get me out of here," he began begging. "You know the door will open at 5. It's almost gone. We can try to stay for a little longer instead of leaving now," I said to him encouragingly. "Don't want to. I've got this." But he wasn't listening. Kevin's fearful eyes had seen something behind me. When I turned around, I saw Grandpa. He was watching us with a gong in his hand. "Grandpa knows! He's here too!" Kevin yelled. Grandpa began hitting the gong. The door of the house opened wide. It looked like it was finally spot. Kevin was relieved when he saw the "Tended to love you for your money. Since Tess will get your money, I can speak honestly now. Grandpa, I hate you. I know for a fact that Joel hates you too. I never said this to your face, but at least I'm saying it to your ghost face now," he said, running outside. The door shut behind him at once. Startled, I turned to my grandfather's desk, but he wasn't there. Outside, the storm had calmed down. Inside, it was eerily quiet. I sat down on the floor. I began waiting anxiously. I was sleepy now. I tried to resist it, but finally I dozed off. Tess, Tess. Somebody was calling me. I forced my eyes open. The sun was up. I blinked a few times because the light hurt my eyes. I saw him as my eyes adjusted to the light. My grandpa's ghost was smiling at me, which wasn't scary. He began talking to me in a soft voice. "Congratulations, dear. You're brave. I will set up a new will now, and you will get $10 million. The remaining 10 will be yours, and I'm really dead." "Oh, you're really dead?" I said in shock. "Yes. Grandpa, I'm really dead," he said, and let out a big laugh. A moment, we heard clapping, and people started walking in. I knew the woman at the front. It was the ghost sitting next to Kevin. "Let me introduce you to the FX team and actors that turned this old place into a haunted house. The idea from Hollywood. Normally, they make scary movies. They made a pretty good show for us. Well, for you anyway," Grandpa explained. "Grandpa, was this all a show?" "No way, but it was also convincing. You made me believe in adding, but why did you have to do this? Because I had to see Joel and Kevin for who they are. I organized myself a big funeral for them. I knew they didn't love me. Thanks to this haunted house, my fortune will go to the only person that deserves it. That's you. I'm over 80 years old. Soon I might have a real funeral, but now Joel and Kevin won't get to have mine yet. He said and hugged me. We lost Grandpa 2 years after we had this conversation. I bought the haunted house after the past. I love it here with my family now because this house means a lot to me. Each corner I turn to, I remember that fantastic night from the most expensive person in the world, my grandpa.
I started out in suicide, but where I went next was classified. I've come a long way.
Welcome to Here's My Story channel. I'm Leonardo. One day while making myself pasta for dinner, my stepmother called me for help from the front door. Leonardo, come here quick! I removed the pasta from the stove and hurried quickly. She had just arrived from her shopping, so she knew that the way inside. Go get those shopping bags. Chop it up. They don't have all day. Every time my dad got his pizza, my stepmom would go shopping. Every day. She bought so much stuff, he had to make several factories on the carry. My stepmother is a shopaholic, buys for the severe mental health issues, and mostly blind the medical things. Besides that, she doesn't stop. Her face gets flushed, and her palms get sweaty, and she starts pacing around the house again. My dad has taken her to so many doctors. They all diagnosed her as a shopaholic. However, my stepmom refused treatment each time, saying, I'm not sick. I just like shopping like any other woman. To support her bad habit, she needs money. My poor father has worked at his job. My dad is a barber by day, a hotel receptionist by night, and is a deputy. He has to work every single day of the week so that my stepmom can shop. After bringing all of her shopping bags inside, I shut them back in the kitchen and finished making dinner. My dad came home just as I sat down. He looked exhausted. There were black circles under his eyes, a double hair of a wolf. When he saw me, he closed his eyes and gave me a smile.
And then to sing from £40.50 a month for the first 6 months on 3.
Choke it out. Yeah.
Okay. Stop playing, yeah? If you're not nice. Y'all. Shot out of the tape, yeah? Y'all. I was going to be faithful. So let's get that one getting people. She only knows my 11, how could you do that? Hit him in the face and got the box with it. Didn't believe and I know
common, uncommon. No, that's it. I'll do the commons and uncommons first.
Still making much progress. No, so good. Don't tell me. I'll get the ingredients. This is pasta pomodoro. Of course, right. You make your grandmother's or your mother's best. Yeah. My mom's best, of course. She was the one who taught me how to cook. I always follow the rest. Ready to dig in? Yeah. My dad replied, I'll get a snack if I can. Left me alone in the kitchen. Oops. Like the place with the space, don't rest, you awaken in space. Since you wanna be a little problem, hide you guess what? Oh, jokes aside, I come up with a whole new day, and if that falls through, I still keep the whole nine. Maybe I can show no tell, hide in the old hotel, ride in the old six phone, easy as pie. People that died to a roll. Trying for the place that I won't go on. That's a bad idea, that won't go on. For the third line strong, out of you funk with the test. If you really wanna act with the dogs, way over your head, seven days like great days and twins when I mix with the twin season. Not even right, principle, face go type of Christ till the day gonna save you. We can play it all day the easy way. We can make things hard. Pop a little grow in the shape of the wall. But you can break it hard. But you don't feel these stars.
The two reds versus these two. It's a 1v1 now. Oh, red won. Red won round one. $47.48. Hang on, let me just count this. So 47, 48, 49, 50. So legendary, common, and void. All four need. Hang on. The common, uncommon, rare. I don't need the epic. I want to focus on the Chica for now. You know, it's a safety car to touch say have to brake because when it's no safety car, it's just it's the three people, right? The person second in the group obviously has to brake at some point, right? So when the opponent breaks, this person in second has to brake, then person in third has to brake, this guy in second brake. So I'd say if it's in a situation, third goes in the second because they it seemed like second brake too early, then I'd say that's why. Then it will be the one number one's fault. It all depends where everyone breaks though. So yeah.
Darling,
Yeah, what have I done now?
you come out of the lane, please.